It's a Friday night fit for a king right here in the Queen City, Indiana, and Xavier Hockey. Good evening and welcome to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University's Facebook page live stream as they visit the Xavier Musketeers right here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm Sam Weixler, and we're coming to you live from Cincy at the Cincinnati Sports Plus Arena. Xavier is 10-4 on the season and are in a 3-game losing streak as they started off the season with 8 straight wins and no losses. Indiana has many more blemishes on their record. They stand at 6-5-1, but in conference play are 2 points ahead of the Muskies in the TSCHL. Indiana's coach Andrew Newman in his 3rd year, and Xavier captained by Drew Carofiles in his 2nd year. Tonight, this will be the first matchup between the two teams since last November when Indiana won 6-2. This will be a grudge match in every sense for Xavier as they try to get revenge and move up in the standings. For Indiana, they're going to try to continue their 3-game winning streak they've mounted so far and try to put points on the board. Indiana also trying to take advantage of the injuries and suspensions that Xavier has dealt with tonight, as there will be 2 players absent from the lineup for Xavier, that being Dallas and Cruiser. Special teams have been a huge focus for both of these sides, as Indiana's power play is first in the TSCHL at 30%, and Xavier, their penalty kill is first in the TSCHL as well, over 91%. It'll be big on big, heavy on heavy during special teams play tonight. Puck drop was originally scheduled for 10 p.m. here on the USA Rink at the Sports Plus Arena, but we now reach 10:12 and puck drop expected for 10:20. We'll be right back here on the Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University live stream on the Indiana Club Hockey Radio Network for starting lineups. Welcome back to Cincinnati, Ohio on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. I'm Sam Weixler. We are about 5 minutes from puck drop, so let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups. For the Indiana Cream and Crimson in red sweaters, red buckets, and red pants all the way. Between the pipes is Steven Gaser. The defensemen are Will Patton and Scott Berger. Berger leads the team in games played and has 12 penalty infraction minutes. He's not afraid to get in and be physical. The forwards for Indiana are as follows. Over at the left, Cade Kenyon. At center, Jack Jordan, the captain of Indiana. And over at the right wing is John Cristiano. Indiana is coached by Andrew Newman in his 3rd season. For the Xavier Musketeers, in white sweaters and navy pants and blue hats as well. Between the posts will be number 3, Sage Zonnert. He is the undisputed starter and has had plenty of experience. 12 games played so far this season out of the 14 total by Xavier, and he's saved 92% of the shots thrown at him. Top 3 in the TSCHL in save percentage. And saves about 29 shots per night. The defensemen for Xavier are number 43, Cole Shelgren. Number 17, Patrick Obney. And those guys work well together as a tandem. At left wing is number 26, Patrick O'Mara. At center, number 14, Joe Tobin. And over at the right wing for the Muskies is number 19, Cole Drake. The head coach of the Xavier Musketeers is Drew Carriofiles in his second season as the head coach here at Xavier. In his career, he is 18-16-2, and this is his first head coaching position. He previously played out in Providence, Rhode Island. The captains for Xavier are Pat Obney, the starting right defenseman, and the alternates are Ahrens and Shelgren. Looking now at the TSCHL standings and rankings, Indiana was given an 8th ranking in the Southeast prior to last night's updated rankings, and Xavier, prior to the update, was given a rank of 7th. Indiana and Xavier both slid down in the standings after several other teams were declared eligible and now sit at 12 and 11 respectively. Tonight, Xavier in a rivalry match after a rivalry match. Last weekend, they played the Cincinnati Bearcats and lost 6-2 in a somewhat embarrassing fashion with a few goals at the end for Stat Paddock. Indiana in the midst of a 3-game winning streak, trying to keep the heat and play with intensity here on the road, far away from home. One of the undisputed leaders on the team, Scott Berger, stressed the importance of playing hard and putting it all out on the line tonight for Indiana, as they really don't want to drive 3 hours for a loss and no points in the standings. Xavier on the other side trying to get out of a little bit of a slump as they started 8-0, perfect on the season, sweeping teams left and right, all division opponents. They now stand at 10-4 and 3-3 in the conference. Jack Jordan, the starting center for Indiana, the captain as well, leads the team in points, second in the team in points, behind Everett Grimes, the top goal scorer for Indiana. He has 7, Grimes does. And Jordan has 5 to his name. Keeping score for me tonight will be the boys not dressing, Stebbins and company, as we get ready for the national anthem and starting lineups over the PA. We'll be right back. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University Bloomington on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. The officiating crew has decided to forego the national anthem, and we'll have a puck drop straight away. Taking the face-off for Indiana will be Jack Jordan, and opposing him appears to be the center, Joe Tobin. Face-off knocked over toward the boards on the near side. Indiana controls back in their own D-zone. Defenseman to defenseman pass, back over toward Berger from Patton. Berger gives it up, a slash shot right at the pillows, and covered up easily by Gaser. An early shot on goal for Xavier as they flooded the zone. And we're now 13 seconds into this contest between the Musketeers and the Cream and Crimson. The boys in Bloomington on the road. Face-off coming to the stick side of Gaser, who saved 94% of the shots thrown at him this season. A quick wrister over from the left point. Now taken back by Indiana as the scrum develops on the far side. Quick toe drag right at the goal line, and Indiana takes the puck the other way. Patton charging out of the D zone and over towards the left side. Over to the left point, but it's poke checked away from him, and Xavier controls in the neutral zone. Big hit in front of the scoring table as Indiana holds on to it and chips the puck over into the neutral zone, and they get a line change. 5 new skaters. Xavier trying to do the same as well. They hold in the neutral zone. Flicking it around now over to the stick of O'Mara. Hold back onto it And Obney gives it back to his teammate. A lot of different number changes for Xavier. They've got some jersey issues, and Indiana trying to find the puck in the neutral zone. Over toward Tschl. He's at the right point, tries to knock it forward to Grimes in front of the blue line, but miscommunication, and Xavier dumps the puck in and tries to get a change again. Gaiser swings the puck around behind his own net and gives it straight into the stick of several Xavier forwards. Recovered now again by Mayon on the left point. Slap shot over from the stick of Ahrens is pushed away after a deflection, and Fitzgerald has to dig it out of the corner. Fitzgerald leading the team in several stat categories and is one of the hardest workers on the ice. Another wrister from Ahrens bounces off toward the right side. Gaiser doesn't know where it is, trying to be wrapped around, and the puck covered up by Gaiser, who nearly had to roll over toward his left side. 18:24 to go here in period number 1. Just 2 shots on goal for Xavier, and none to speak of for Indiana. Possession has been almost entirely at the stick of the Xavier Musketeers. Dice off now to the glove side, the left side of Gaiser, won by Becker. Indiana quickly depossesses them, and it's wrapped around, stolen by Obney. Obney throwing the puck right across the mouth of the goal, and Indiana able to clear. And carrying it out of traffic now over to Champel. Champel being grinded against the boards by Obney again. Physical battle in the neutral zone as both teams don't want to give an inch when it matters. Carried around at the stick of Schlotterer. He's given a heavy battle by Champel trying to wrap it around, but instead gets tied up behind the net. And the netminder, Sage Zahner, has his head on a swivel over toward the right side. Indiana heading from left to right in their all red, and Xavier from right to left in all white. Big hit late on the boards, but Indiana comes away with the puck. A pass the width of the D zone. So no one in particular, a tape-to-tape pass that was poked away. Now over again to Schlotterer as he passes amongst teammates and Kaluki. Kaluki flicks the puck over behind Gaiser, and coming in to recover the puck is Georgiou. Georgiou giving it back up, letting Offenbach carry it out of trouble, now over to Raftis. Raftis holds on to it, but is quickly depossessed. Now another pass into the neutral zone and bouncing off the near side boards. It's just off the stick of Null, who flicks it over toward Georgiou again. A quick pass over in the neutral zone, and it's a pass that gets Shabazz laid on his backside. He's back up, and now Patton has to fish it out from the blue line. Xavier trying to win the zone. They can't establish, and Patton controls over at the right point. In his own D zone, flicks it forward, finding Null open in space, crossing the red line over to the left point. Weaving shot just off the far side. Indiana keeps it in the zone. Back down into the corner toward Bonecutter. Bonecutter gets jammed up into the right corner to the glove side of Zonnert. Puck is pushed away now over out toward Drake. Drake can't hold on to it. A shot over from the left point by Patton is off the right leg of Zonnert, and the puck is pushed all the way back toward the goal line of Indiana by Xavier as both sides get 5 fresh skaters out on the ice. 16:15 to go here in the first. No score, and just 3 shots combined so far. A lot of physical play in the neutral zone and not a lot of possession. Puck lazily rolls towards Steven Gaiser, and he figures it's in his best interest to cover it up with just a tad over 16 minutes to go here in the first period. No goals, no penalties, but plenty of hitting. 3 hits by both sides so far. The draw will come to the stick side of Gaiser, won by Xavier. Over at the stick of McWalter. McWalter, one of the presidents of the club, takes great pride in being a leader. Jordan rushing over to the right point, swinging around, trying to dangle. Right point again, now into the dot. A chip and off the post again by McDaniel. Pardon me, that is Cristiano over in the corner. And now we've got a play blown dead with 15 3/4 minutes to go here in the first. As the net came off its post, and Zahner has to help the referees and officials over in his net fix it. We'll have a stoppage in play and a face-off once both sides get 5 fresh pairs of legs out on the ice. Face-off will come to the leather side of Zahner and will take place between Austin Eng and his counterpart. That's Morial. Face-off won by Xavier. They flick it the length of the ice again. And McDaniel comes around to carry it out of traffic. A good pass over to Kenyon and Eng, but it deflects up and out of play. We'll have a stoppage just outside the Indiana attacking zone on the near side of the ice with 15.5 to go here in the first. No score for either side. It'll be the offside circle face-off. Again between Becker and Eng. Xavier knocks the puck against the boards and chasing it into the zone now is Russo. Russo gets a hit laid onto him, but he's able to push it over to Becker. Becker holding it now over toward the stick of Arons at the top of the slot and covered up by Xavier after the shot dribbled over to him. He scoops it up with no trouble, and we are almost 5 minutes into this first period here in Cincinnati. Xavier scoreless and Indiana scoreless. On the ice for Indiana are Patton and Berger, along with Kissel, Eng, and Kruge. Indiana wins the face-off, but Xavier steals it right back over toward the stick side of Gaser. Swinging it into the corner, that's Powers. And over to Schlotterer. Again pinned into the boards and sending it to the blue line. A wrist shot thrown on, kick save away by Gaser again. Into the corner is Mahan. Mahone trying to get it away and push it free. Instead, it's stolen by Grimes. He's carrying it out of the zone over toward the left side in front of the Xavier bench. Throws a wrist shot that's deflected off the stick, and that will be a face-off again in the Xavier defensive zone with 14:49 to go here in the first. Shots on goal stand at 5-3 in favor of the Musketeers on home ice. And I do have to credit Xavier. What a speaker system they've got. Face-off coming to the stick side again of Zahner. This time it's Socrates Raffis jumping in on the puck. A slap shot thrown on toward the net by Berger, but instead it goes right into the shin of Tobin. Tobin chasing down Patton, who instead tries to knock the puck clear of the zone. And Raffis comes and clears it out of harm's way. He's over at the right point, dangling into the high slot. Tries a backhand shot. Bodies go flying in the crease, but the puck is still loose. Indiana trying to carry it. But the play is blown dead after the net came loose again. Iron not so sturdy tonight. 5.5 through here in the first period. And both sides will get 5 new guys out on the ice. Neither team has suffered a penalty yet. No time in the box, although Xavier averages almost 15 per game. Indiana wins the draw in the neutral zone. Over to Fitzgerald. He slides around, trying to chip it forward towards Zahner, who pokes it away with his stick and then scoops it to himself, gloving it and stopping play again as Offenbach and company were giving him a lot of pressure. Raffis again, sliding towards the circle to face Becker. Face off won cleanly by Xavier, but instead it's poked against the boards. Raffis pinning several players against the boards at once, trying to win the puck back. He's over toward the glove side. A shot thrown on and poked away. Offenbach tries to get it on frame, and Zahner waffle boards it away. Raffis holding it in the corner, tries to flick it behind him, but instead Xavier carries out of trouble. It's Russo charging and now giving it over to Becker. Becker lays it off to teammate Bridges, who throws a shot on, but instead is laid into the boards. Fitzgerald trying to push it out. Now over towards Champel. He's got a one-on-one break. Wrist shot. Thinks about it. Deeks and scores! 13:42 to go here in period number 1. Indiana draws first blood. Christian Champel gets his 6th goal of the season and is now up to 8 points total. Zahner couldn't quite get over to the shot that was low in the right corner, and Indiana has a huge momentum boost to start this game. We're through 7.5 here at the Cincinnati Sports Plus Arena. Face-off won by Indiana cleanly, smack dab in the middle of the ice. Puck is knocked away. Here comes Bonecutter, left dot. Thinks about it, wrist shot, poked away by the glove of Zahner again. Loose puck, and Xavier finds it in their own zone. Carrying it away. Here comes Morial. Poke check by Berger, forcing him to go to the far side. Into the corner, Bonecutter smacks it down with his own hand and right to himself. Berger trying to put his leg through the sticks of Morial. And now Morial holds it firmly. A shot thrown on a wrister from the left dot. Now back over to Ardens. Ardens carrying it into traffic and shooting through traffic. It goes wide. Again, Indiana trying to start a break, but it fails, and it's gloved down to himself by Josh Sharp. Sharp can't hold on to it, and Morial comes from the left shot again. Left dot shot, and it's off the post. Geiser was gifted by the iron that time. Null tries to chip the puck off the boards and clear it, but he cannot move the puck past the blue line. Xavier loses the zone, and here comes Sharp. 2-on-2 break. Sharp from the right point throws a shot against the ground, and no trouble for Zahner. Poke check as Bonecutter is trying to keep the puck in the zone. Now over toward teammate, that's McDaniel. Right in the middle of the slot, and a big collision, body on body in the middle of the slot. Bonecutter now over to Sharp, and we have a whistle at 12:20 to go here in the first. And it looks like it will be against the Musketeers. They'll be sending someone to the box. It is Mitchell Schlotterer on the season. Does not visit the box a whole lot. This is his first trip. And his 5th appearance, so no surprise there. Indiana will have a 2-minute minor. Their first power play opportunity of the afternoon. Berger after the face-off, thinks about it, fakes a slap shot, now over to Fitzgerald. High slot, down low, Fitzgerald, a slap shot from close range, right in the middle of the slot, and gloved by Zahner to his left side. Stoppage in play again. 12:11 to go in the first. And the penalty has 1:51 remaining on it. Xavier is down a man, and they'll take this face-off to the glove side of Zahner. Jordan trying to win it cleanly, pokes it back toward Berger at the right point. Berger fakes a shot, throwing the puck across the zone over to Grimes. Grimes is given some trouble now with Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald back to Berger, throws a shot on again. Grimes digging it out of the corner. Fitzgerald rockets a shot toward the goal, and it's off the post. Jordan fighting around by the post again, and Fitzgerald keeps it on the blue line and now has to drag it back out. Indiana decides to circle the wagons and regroup. Under 12 to go. Puck knocked over toward Shabazz, sliding into the right circle. Feeds it down low over to Jordan, tries to swing it around. Holds on to it, gives it to Grimes at the left circle. He's deking, puck is chipped up in the air. Jordan catches it down and snatches it toward his stick, but it will be a hand pass on Indiana. The guilty party being Jack Jordan, the man with the C on his chest. And it's 11.5 to go here in the first. Indiana leading by 1. Champel, the man to strike first for Indiana. There's some confusion on the ice between the two referees as to where the face-off should take place. And now we have a disagreement with the scorer's table. Face-off won in the neutral zone by Xavier. And they push the puck all the way forward with a full minute to go still on the 5-on-4 man advantage for Indiana. And carrying around, trying to clear his own blue line and ties up several players in a white jersey. Plenty of sweaters in the neutral zone. Coming free with it is Champel. Dangles toward the backhand at the left circle. Holds on to it, thinks about it, waits for an option. Still holding it by himself in the left circle. Over to Eng. Chipping against the boards, back to Champel in the left corner. A big smack put on the puck by Obney, trying to clear the zone, but Eng has it at his stick. Walks the blue line, back toward the corner, and Champel. Champel pushing it over to Raptis behind the net. In the trapezoid, back to Champel and to Eng at the blue line. Eng back over to Champel. Waits, throws a shot on, but again it's a pass to Offenbach on the far side. Puck comes free, and there's 15 seconds remaining on the power play for Indiana. They'll have to wait to vacate the zone, and now carrying it in with speed is Offenbach. Offenbach gets his skate poked at, but still holds on to the puck. He's in the left circle, and the clock will run out on the 5-on-4. Patton holds it at the right point, throws a shot that hits somebody in the groin right in front of the net. That was O'Mara, and he knocks the puck the length of the ice. Geiser throws his hand up for icing, but it's waved off instead. Patton fishes it out and towards a teammate, but instead Schlotterer throws a slap shot on and off again, the glove of Geiser. Puck is up and out of play after Patton tried to chip it out of traffic and out of the zone. And with halfway to go here in the first period, it's 1-0 Indiana. Champel, the man to score first. Assists by Offenbach and Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald now has 9 assists on the season. He leads the team. Face off at the left offside dot in Indiana's side of the ice, won by the Cream and Crimson. Scharf passes it over toward the D-man, Will Patton. Patton, an imposing force, holds onto the puck, drawing Xavier into the zone. Puck does not clear the blue line, and it goes to the feet of Shabazz. Shabazz pushes it forward, and now over to Patton. Patton knocks it against the boards, and a backhanded pass the length of the neutral zone over towards Shabazz. He gets tied up and twisted around. Bone Cutter flicks the puck forward into the corner, and Xavier tries to force it away. Patton finds it at the right point. Knocked against the boards, back all the way around to Shabazz in the left corner. Shabazz harassed and trying to keep the puck free, holding on to it. He can't find it under his stick. And now Xavier holds on to it with 9 minutes exactly to go here in the first. Indiana still leading by that one single goal by Champel. Pass from Patton over to Scharf. He carries it over to the right point, and instead of mounting an attack, chips it over toward Zahner, who covers it easily. And we'll have a stoppage in play as both sides try to get fresh guys on the ice. Both teams with a lot of energy, but not quite as much hitting as we saw in last week's matchups versus and at the Louisville Cardinals. Face-off won by Indiana. The puck is flying around free in the slot. Kicked down by Cristiano. He knocked it toward the corner. Flicking a puck again right toward the post, but instead, carrying it away is Cardelicchio. Cardelicchio harassed right at the blue line, and the puck nearly hits him in the head, but he never noticed. And Indiana holds on to it. McDaniels flicking it forward to clear the blue line. Finally does. Kenyon lets it go by him, and Xavier retains possession. Schlotterer tossing a puck loosely over to Geyser, and that's no trouble for him. Winning the puck over and crossing in front of the bench is Shabazz, trying to run toward the line and wins the race to the puck in the corner. Icing waved off. And now Xavier carrying it the other way. Again being poked is Cardelicchio at his attacking blue line, and Fitzgerald holds on to it behind Geyser. Fitzgerald faking one way, goes the other, now toward the near side. Over to the stick of Goodfellow, pushing it into the attacking zone for the Cream and Crimson. Kissel holds on to it at the left corner. Waiting, trying something to find, and now has to hold up over, giving it to Eng. Eng lets it bounce over his stick, and instead a rush the other way. Here comes Morial. Wrist shot. Stepping up as Geyser. He's putting his body in front of the puck. And now we have a stoppage in play as Xavier says the puck hit the netting in the left corner. And we'll have a face-off with 7:30 to go here in the first frame at the Sports Plus Arena outside of Cincinnati. Xavier trailing by a goal to the boys in Bloomington. Face-off between Raftis and Morial. Morial wins it, but Fitzgerald steps back and takes it back. Over to Offenbach, who knocks it forward to Champel. A one-on-one break again towards the right side. Flicks a shot on it. It's waffled away again by Zahner. Zahner's giving it everything he's got. Delayed call on the ice, and as Indiana takes control in the left corner of their attacking zone, we'll have a penalty coming out on Indiana that appears to be tripping. 7:12 to go here in the first, and the convicted player appears to be number 21, Adam Offenbach. He heads to the box for the first time tonight. That's the first chance that Xavier will get to try and flex their power play. They stand at the bottom of the league in terms of power play percentage. They're 6th. It's their penalty kill you got to watch out for. Face off to the glove side of Geyser between Jordan and Becker. Jordan gives him all he can handle, but Becker wins again. And now a whistle blown by the official in the corner, and it appears the puck crossed the blue line and was pushed back in. So we'll have an offside on Xavier with 7:06 to go here in the first. Linesman putting their 2 cents into the head referee, and now some arguments coming from the coach over on the Xavier bench. That's Drew Cariofiles and his assistant, Max Poe. There appears to be some question as to what the call on the ice was. And both referees are getting an earful. Shots on goal, 11-8 in favor of Indiana. They started off slow, but in the second 10 minutes, if you will, of this 20-minute first period, they've had the edge. Face-off won by Xavier. They decided to just throw it over behind Weixler, and Berger digs it out of the corner. Scrum develops, and Berger's pinned. Digging it out of traffic. Again, O'Mara holds on, passes it over to Schlatter. Now over to Colucci. Colucci thinks about it. Becker tries to knock a shot toward the goal, but it's deflected off several bodies. Jordan pokes it away to himself, trying to chip it off the boards into the zone. He wins the race over toward Cristiano. Backhanded shot off the post, and it stays off the glass and out. 1:10 remaining on the power play for Xavier. Indiana almost had a shorthanded goal, but it remains 1-0. 6 1/4 to go here in the first. Becker holding behind his own net, now pushing forward. An errant pass leads Fitzgerald to possess the puck, so he flips it toward the goal line and forces Xavier to go dig it out again. Schlotterer posts up behind his own net and now carries it through his own slot. Good pass over to Becker, crossing the red line over to the right point, knocks the referee in the leg, and the offside is waved off. Fitzgerald fighting a little bit of hand-to-hand combat in the right corner, trying to push the puck away. Instead, it's over towards Schlotterer at the right point. Now another scrum in the corner. 20 seconds remain on the power play for Xavier. And no call as several players are tripped up behind the net. Bodies were sliding around. And now a whistle, as it appeared. Zahner was going toward the goal. But we will have another tripping on Indiana. So it'll be a 5-on-3 for Xavier with 10 seconds left on the Offenbach tripping minor. So 2 trippings in the box. The 5-on-3 penalty kill unit consists of Jack Jordan, accompanied by Cade Kenyon and Scott Berger. A center, a winger, and a defenseman, with Jordan taking the face-off. Xavier will flood the zone, and the face-off will be handled by Cardelicchio. He wins it over to Schlatter at the left point, pushes it against the glass over to Becker. Now to Mahone. Mahone fights off several defenders, but back to Schlotterer. A wrist shot pushed right past the legs of Jaser. It's in. Xavier evens up the score. It's 1-1, 5:16 to go here in the first. And the goal will be credited to number 7, Dylan Russo, with the assists being credited to John Cardelicchio and his counterpart on that attack, Mitch Morial. .140 remaining on the tripping minor. Indiana will be down a man still. Face-off won by Indiana. Raptis does the job well for Indiana. And Patton smacks the puck all the way down and ships it downriver. Xavier holds on to it in their own zone. Swimming around now over to Morial. At the left point with some speed. Left circle. Poke check fails for Indiana and still at the stick of Morial. Walks the blue line now. It's a one-man show. Lays it off over to Mahone. Mahone back to Morial at the left circle. He's in toward the goal line. And a good deke by Russo. Puck is floating around in the crease. Now all the way back out to Schlatter. Thinks about a wrist shot. Now back over to Morial. Right point. Schlatter, high slide. Trying to cycle the puck. The Musketeers making a pass over to Morial. He chases it off the boards, but a hit is laid onto him by Raptis. Patton finds the puck and swings it all the way around as Zahner scrambles away from the paint to poke it to his teammates. 50 seconds remaining on the 5-on-4 in favor of Xavier. 1-1 the score with 4:20 remaining in the first. Dangling in center ice is Schlotterer. Now back over to Bridges. Xavier can't hold the line. And now we have a whistle on the play by the referee, and it'll be a hooking call on a Musketeer. Bridges, the man charged with that offense. And so it'll be a 4-on-4 for 30 seconds as Fitzgerald has yet to have his sentence commuted. No shots on goal in the last 2.5 minutes, it seems. And now the scoreboard confirms what we already suspected to be true. 30 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. Face-off taking place to the glove side of Zahner, the netminder for the Musketeers. Tschl wins the face-off, pushes it back toward McDaniel. McDaniel establishing the blue line yet again, but Xavier steals it away. They carry into their own zone and into the neutral zone. Weaving around, that's number 26, Patrick O'Mara. He's fighting off hits from everybody, tries to wrap a shot around. Instead, it's kicked away by Geyser. Over and out to Ahrens, who risks a shot toward Geyser, and it's scooped up by his glove. We'll have a face-off with 3 3/4 to go here in the first. 1-1 the score. Champel scoring to draw first blood, and the score evened up by Dylan Russo. Shots on goal as it stands, 11-12. Clock has not restarted. Now it is. 15 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. Poked at the red line by Grimes, but he loses it. Orange dangling, deking, pushing the puck all the way around. Geyser knocks it away with his stick. Jordan comes up with it in his own zone, pushing it back toward Bone Cutter, looking at the length of the D zone. Now over to Grimes, trying to get it away from trouble, and dangles around, tries a toe drag in the neutral zone right on the near side, but instead has to go back toward Berger. Indiana establishes possession and will head from left to right. A breakout coming 3-on-3 with Fitzgerald leading the charge. Back over again toward Kenyon. Thinks about it, looks for options, and now back toward Kenyon again in the corner. Kenyon spinning around, wins the puck, and over to Jordan. It's a 5-on-4 for Indiana, 42 seconds remaining on this power play. Berger with a wrister deflects it towards goal. The puck over to Fitzgerald now. Over to the left dot. Grimes, wrister, no good. Trying to skate around and weave through traffic. Grimes fighting the bodies, and another shot that is pushed away by the right leg of Zahner. Fitzgerald dangling at the left point, keeps the puck in the zone. Backhanded attempt by Kenyon. Instead, Berger waits for a redirect attempt and tosses it toward Jordan. A backhand shot again. 10 seconds left on the power play for Xavier, and Indiana is not able to make the most of that opportunity. Puck is deflected right at the blue line by Kenyon, and both sides will have 5 fresh skaters out on the ice. It's 5-on-5 hockey yet again. Geyser moves away from the paint and clears the puck over to Bone Cutter. Bone Cutter, a pass the length of the neutral zone. Now over toward Null, a rocket toward the top corner, but instead gloved away by Zahner. 1:53 to go here in period number 1. Indiana and Xavier tied up. Face-off coming toward the glove side of Zahner, one of the leaders on this team. Won by Bone Cutter. A quick shot knocks the stick out of one player's hand. It appears to be number 17. That's Obney skating around stickless. And instead, now over to Shabazz. Shabazz to Patton at the right point. Slap shot goes through traffic, but instead hits Zahner straight in the chest. Puck over in the right corner. As Xavier has a man trip over at their own blue line, the puck bounces off the boards, and Goodfellow fishes it out from behind his own netting. Indiana trying to establish a breakout, but instead puck stolen away again by Kalukti. 1 1/4 to go here in the first. Puck deflects off the skate of Mahone, and Indiana controls the puck. Instead, it's given right back to Mahone by mistake. Russo has it at the left corner. A pass that floats across the paint, and Indiana chips it up and away as Null chases down and lays a huge hit on number 16, Ahrens. He's holding his head and appears to be in some serious pain right in front of his own bench. Null was trying to plead his case, and still down on the ice is Ardens. Michael Ardens, a defenseman, has played all 14 games this season, but has 22 minutes in the box. And he drew the penalties this time. He's still being checked out for an upper body injury with under a minute to go here in the first. So we'll head to a break. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. Welcome back to the Sports Plus Arena here in Cincinnati. 1-1 is the score. Xavier and Indiana doing battle in a TSCHL Friday night fight. It'll be 5-on-4 for 56 seconds before the first period horn sounds, and Xavier will have the same advantage coming out of the break unless things should change. Schlotterer holding it at the right point. Null in the box after driving Ardens into the board. Over toward Roehl. Roehl back to Schlotterer. Right point to Mahone. His shot goes wide, and Roehl holds it at the left point. He loses the puck off of his stick, and Xavier has to regroup. Mahone has it in front of his own bench. Swings it over to Schlotterer. Schlotterer now over at the stick of Cardlicchio, gliding into the zone. Traces the left circle, and now the puck poked away as bodies are flying and stumbling at the left dot. Roehl tries to get the puck, but instead it's caught up in traffic. Backhanded pass over to Mahone, controlling with his backhand. He's driven into the boards by Berger, who's got his hand around his neck, and his stick is caught. Finally frees himself, and the puck knocked away off the blue line. 3 seconds in the period. Xavier can't mount an attack. Before the horn sounds to end the first period. Chippy play, to say the least, in the last 5 minutes of action here in frame number 1, but we remain knotted up at 1 goal apiece. We'll get the ice cut and the guys a drink, and we'll bring you back for action here in the second 20 minutes. 1-1 the score, Indiana and the Xavier Musketeers from Cincinnati. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. Welcome back to the Sports Plus Arena here in Cincinnati, Ohio. At the start of the second period, it's Indiana 1 and the Xavier Musketeers 1 as well. It's 30 minutes past 11 o'clock Eastern time here, and the reason for the extended delay during the first intermission was an issue with the glass behind the net. Stephen Gaiser's shot ricocheted off his helmet, ended up breaking a piece of the glass, so they had to replace that, cutting a new piece and everything. The boys are back out on the ice and ready to go. Face off between Eng and Collegiate. Face off won cleanly by Xavier. They take the draw, back to their D zone, and then flipping again off the boards. It's a 5-on-4 to start the period, as Null's 2-minute minor will carry over into this second period. Roehl loses the puck off of his stick. It bounces right over, but it stays over by Roehl. Roehl pushing it away from the crease, and now over to Mahone. Mahone back at the right point, weaving around. In the slot over to Collegiate again. He's trying to poke it away, and finally Eng knocks it clear. He gets a hit laid onto him, and his stick goes flying. Over at the blue line again is Mitchell Schlotterer. Shot ricocheted wide off the stick of Gaiser. Down in the corner, Schlotterer gets the puck. A wrist shot right into the leg pad of Eng. He took a shot, went to a knee, but it continues on. A minute down here in the second period. 1-1 is the score. Puck chipped up and wobbling around in the air. Fitzgerald takes it into the zone on his backside, still carrying the puck, but the delayed call results in a play being whistled dead with 18:54 to go here in the second. 1-1 the score. The man being charged with the infraction is Dylan Roehl. And we'll have a face-off to the glove side of Zonner. Raptis wins the face-off, but Xavier knocks the puck free. 1:55 on the 2-minute advantage for Indiana. 1-1 the score, Champel. And the goal scored by Roehl. Here's Raptis weaving around at the left circle. Stops, sets his feet, now over back to Cristiano, the good fellow. Weaving around at the blue line, holds the puck back toward Cristiano now in the corner. Chipped off the glass, and Xavier forces the puck free. Indiana trying to make a line change will decide to just keep the puck at their stick with a minute and a quarter to go here in the 5-on-4. 18 and change to go here in the second period. Offenbach tries a toe drag, and now back over to Goodfellow. He skates backward into his own defensive zone. Offenbach lets the puck go under his skate, and it's cleared out of the neutral zone again by Collegiate. Long change for both sides, and the puck knocked all the way toward the goal line. It'll be a face-off on Indiana's defending zone with 17:48 to go here in the second period. Seconds remaining on the power play. Indiana in all red, heading from right to left. Stephen Gaiser between the pipes. Xavier down a man for 53 seconds, heading from left to right in white with blue and silver. Berger charging out of his own zone, getting manhandled, and finally a whistle blown as we'll have a hooking minor. Berger was spun around like a top as he crossed the blue line with some pace. We're going to be looking at a 5-on-3 after Berger draws the hooking minor. The man responsible for this action was Roehl. He's a frequent flyer, if you will, to the box. This will be his 15th and 16th penalty minute on the season. Indiana wins the draw. They've got a 5-on-3 for 40 seconds. Fitzgerald leaves the puck for Berger. Now over to Grimes at the top of the slot. Berger, a slap shot, goes wide. Fitzgerald has to weave it out of the way, and his stick keeps it in the zone. Jordan back on the ice for Indiana as the puck rolls all the way toward Geyser. He slides away from the goal and gives it up toward Fitzgerald. 18 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3 before Russo can head back on. Fitzgerald has some pace, holding it at the left dot, waiting for something to happen. Dekes a little bit behind the goal. Now we're back toward the right point. Berger holds it. A wrist shot goes high and wide. It's smacking off the glass again. Even again, now 5-on-4 as Russo charges out of the box. Grimes at the left dot, holding on to it, sliding around back to Fitzgerald. A deflection goes right into the stomach of two players. That's Schlotterer and Russo. Puck is knocked all the way down, and Geyser holds on to it. 1 minute left to go on the 5-on-4 for Indiana. They had a 5-on-3, couldn't capitalize. Now we've got a one-man advantage. Stolen by Mahone at the blue line. He's got a chance at a shorthander, but instead the puck ricochets off the skate blade of Jordan, and he carries it away. Leaves it for his teammate. That's Fitzgerald, leaving his own D zone over in front of the benches. On the far side of the ice, holds on, sliding backward and chipping it off the glass to Berger, who keeps it in the zone. At the right point, Berger again off the glass. Fitzgerald, left dot. Wrister does not go, and it's off Mahone's leg pad. He carries it across the red line over to the right circle. Slap shot going off the leg pad of Berger, and a whistle blown. Not yet. It's a delayed call. Now the play blown dead. And Berger slid to block the shot, and a slide tackle like soccer resulted in a Musketeer. That was Mahone. He went flying. So Berger now will take a trip to the box himself. For 20 seconds, we will have a 4-on-4. Roehl has a third of a minute to go on his 2-minute minor for hooking, incidentally, on Berger. 15:56 to go here in the second. 1-1 the score. Roehl, 20 seconds in the box for Xavier. Berger, 2 minutes for the Bloomington boys. Schlotterer passing over at the right circle. Knocked against the boards. Ricochet cleaned up by Russo. He swings around and is smacked from the behind by Goodfellow. Puck bounces off the backside of the cage, and Noel holds on to it. Now Patton, he flicks it the length of the sheet, and icing has been called. And Indiana not happy about that call because they're down a man. It's a 5-on-4 power play for Xavier with Roehl back on the ice. And Coach Newman of Indiana is not thrilled with that call. 15 and a half to go here in the second period. Still 1-1. Both goals so far coming in the first period. Champel for Indiana drew first blood. And then it was Russo. Because the referees were not aware of the situation at hand with Roehl back on the ice. We'll have a face-off at center circle. Hang volunteers to take it for Indiana. And putting his stick down against him is Cardelicchio. Xavier wins the draw cleanly, skating backward in their own zone. Now advancing the puck, trying to mount an attack. Cardelicchio holds it front hand. He's a left-handed shooter. Backhands a pass over to Schlotterer. Schlotterer down low into the left circle. He leaves it on a dummy pass all the way around the boards. Now back to Schlotterer. Mahone right in the middle of the slot. Holding on to it. Slap shot, but he misfired. And it's carried away across the blue line by Cristiano. He throws a puck all the way that is gloved down like a line drive by Zahner. And there's 50 seconds remaining on the power play for Xavier. Mahone mishandles it, and Offenbach's trying to chase him down, but instead Offenbach is spun around and his stick pulled away from him. He gets back up to his skates, and Indiana still trying to win it back on the forecheck. Champel knocking the puck against the boards right in the corner in the attacking zone. Still 5-on-4. Xavier has the power play, and a hip check thrown over at Russo. Indiana has a 2-on-1. Here's Offenbach. Right dot. Dangles. Right back to the front hand. Deflection again. Poked away by Champel in the wrong direction. Now over to Roehl. Skating right across the smack dab in the middle of the ice. And another shot that gets put up into the netting after a waffle board save by Stephen Geyser. 14-10 to go here in the second period. 1-1 the score, Xavier and Indiana. Ten seconds remaining on the 5-on-4 advantage for Xavier. That's Scott Berger in the box for the Cream and Crimson. He was charged and serving his time. Immediately, the puck off the draw chipped up into the netting, and we'll do it all over again. Referees disputing whether that was a delay of game and decided it wasn't worth the effort. 14:08 to go, and the referee waiting to snap the puck down. It's Jordan against Collegiate. Becker steps in, but Jordan wins the draw, and he's smacked into the boards face first. Puck floating around the blue line, and it'll be an offsides as Bonecutter and Scharf poked the puck forward just a little bit too early. Fitzgerald was caught in no man's land. We'll have a face-off with a tad under 14 to go here in the second. 1-1 still the score. Shots on goal in this period, none for Indiana and 3 for the Muskies. Face-off draw in the neutral zone over toward the Xavier side of the action. They win the draw, poking it over right into the slot is Becker. Becker pinned against the boards by Fitzgerald, who just got caught offside, stopping play. Carrying around, it's a 2-on-2 break. On the breakout, Cristiano dangling, backhanded, and now has to flick it back toward his teammate. That's Jordan. Jordan is not where the puck originally was. Now over again into the corner to Cristiano. Cristiano swinging against the wood, but Jordan gets pinned up into it. Again behind the back of the cage. Puck over toward Fitzgerald. A backhanded shot trying to deflect it in the right direction, but still no clear possession by either side as Fitzgerald is forced to vacate the zone. 5-on-5 again. Jordan carrying, and a slap shot goes right into the stomach of Zahner from the right point. We'll have a stoppage in play and a face-off to the glove side of Zahner with 13:07 to go here in the second. That was Indiana's first shot on goal in the entire second period so far. We're 7 minutes in, and that was the first look that Indiana had. Face-off between Bonecutter and Tobin. Won by Indiana, but Null gets spun around at the boards, no call, and the puck loose in the neutral zone again. Poked away by Shabazz, but Patton has to do the work for him as he clears it away. Berger's back onto the ice and with a vengeance. He's moving it forward over to Null. Null tries to get into the zone, but we've got a tangle up, and Berger is being pointed at by the officials again. Not sure what the call on the ice is. We have not had no official signal yet, but 12:45 to go here in the second. And Berger steps into the penalty box yet again. Back-to-back trips to the sin bin for Scotty. Berger had 12 penalty minutes coming to tonight's matchup, the first of a home-and-home series between Xavier and Indiana. You can catch tomorrow's game at 3 p.m. here on the Facebook live stream on Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University. 3 p.m. puck drop coverage starting at 2:45 p.m. back at home in Bloomington. Face off to the stick side of Gaser, won by Xavier. They hold it around behind the back of the cage. Morial sliding, pushing it over across the ice to teammate, and a puck knocked away by the stick of Grimes. It rolls all the way toward Zahner, who holds onto it, tries to deke out Grimes, and instead flicks it away. Schladerer carrying it, stick handling and deking over to Mahone now in the neutral zone. He runs out of space and has to flick it back toward Schladerer, and he swings all the way back toward his D zone. Behind the cage, Schladerer pushes again over to Morial on the boards. Glides into the zone on the right side, trying to attack, waiting for something, moves to his backhand. A pass to Schladerer that bounces off of his stick blade, and Indiana has it loose again. Fitzgerald trips over Gaser's stick, and it's over to Mahone. Mahone thinks about a shot over to Morial again. He whips a shot all the way toward Fitzgerald's leg, and Fitzgerald puts it out of the neutral zone. So the long change is on for both sides. Indiana still down a man, 50 seconds to go on the power play for Xavier. Schladerer dancing behind his own goal, keeping Zahner very active behind the netting. Trip up at center ice, but Jordan not called for it. Puck is flicked away and ricochets off several bodies. So More fresh legs out on the ice again. 30 seconds to go on the power play for Xavier. Miscommunication, and they give up possession straight to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald pushes it forward into the blue line, trying to establish the zone. He can't do so and has to tag up again. Jordan fighting and poke checks the puck away off of the stick of Bridges. Lays a hit again on Patton, and here comes Kissel trying to get the puck in the zone. Schlotterer carrying it out over toward the Xavier bench. He holds on to the puck over at the left circle. Throws a snapshot on, but it never reaches the frame. Jordan fighting for it in the corner. He's accompanied by Bridges. Bridges loses the puck now over to Fitzgerald. Right down Broadway, thinking about a shot. Backhand pass over to Kissel. A backhand shot kicked away by Zahner. Again, Fitzgerald leaving, throws a shot on. It's pushed up and into the boards. Patton waiting for the puck at the left point. He has it at his stick. Tries a toe drag. Champel tries to come in again on the boards. Champel gets pinned by Schlotterer and several other players. Puck weaving around again. Champel somehow comes out of the draw with the puck, the tie-up rather. And Indiana loses the zone. Becker's pushed to the ground by Patton, and we got a delayed call. And a late hit after the delayed call. Flag went up. Looks like it's been waved off, folks. I'm not sure what the signal was on the far side. The play continues. We've reached the halfway mark here on this Friday night battle, and we're still knotted at one apiece. Even strength for Indiana. Raffis into the game. He's got it at his stick. Over at the right circle in the attacking zone. Offenbach pokes it away over to Champel, but we've got a call on the ice. And a penalty will be assessed on Indiana, it appears. So yet again, the Cream and Crimson will be shorthanded here in this second period. Cross-checking is the call. The man responsible, Socrates Raftis. He leads the team in penalty minutes. He's got 30 coming into tonight. .9:35 to go. Xavier wins the draw in their attacking zone over to the right side of Gaser. Bonecutter pinned up against the boards. Now Scharf. It's Kenyon getting into the action. Schlotterer pushes it away over to Morial at the left out. All by himself. Throws a shot on. Bounces up and smacks Gaser in the chest. He holds on to it with 9:20 to go here in the second. 1-1 still the score. Indiana down to man again. I sound like a broken record, but it's Socrates Rafis in the box. He and Scott Berger are frequent visitors this evening. Face-off won by Xavier. Schlotterer has it at the slot. Over to Morial, left dot. Back again over toward Cardelicchio. Shot deflects off a stick, back toward Schlotterer at the high slot. He pushes it off again toward a teammate, and another delayed call. Indiana will force the whistle to be blown with 9 minutes exactly to go. And with 1:20 to go on the power play for Xavier, Indiana will have another guy in the box. They can't catch a break here in this second period and are not doing themselves any favors. Appears to be a high stick on Patton, although he is giving the referees his thoughts on the play and trying to plead his case. Timeout called on the ice with 9 minutes to go. And we'll take a quick break. 1-1 the score, Indiana and Xavier in the second period. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. 9 minutes remaining here in Cincinnati. Xavier tied up with Indiana. Indiana in their red sweaters and red buckets, heading from right to left. They're down 2 men. It's a 5-on-3 for Xavier. Here in the second, Roehl swiveling around at the top of the left circle. Back to his stick, holds onto it, tape-to-tape pass down low again to Licchio. Licchio weaves back over to Schlatter, but it bounces up and off of his stick. Puck clears the blue line, and Xavier will have to vacate. Grimes put his stick out in front of him, and it looked like a trip on Mahone, but no call made. Roehl weaving around at the center circle. Again over at the left dot. Pushing a pass over, a quick shot over by the stick of Russo, and a great save to keep the puck out by Geyser. 1:15 remaining on Patton's 2-minute minor and 30 seconds remaining on Raftis' minor. Half a minute to go on the 5-on-3. Xavier has the advantage. Roehl with some speed over at the left circle. Throws a shot on and he scores. Brister beats Geyser 5-hole, and Roehl breaks the deadlock. It's 2-1. Xavier regains the lead. After that goal was scored, Raftis heads back to the bench. Patton still sitting tight over across the ice. He's got 60 seconds to serve more before he can head back out. 8:01 to go here in the second. Goal scored by Roehl. Russo and Roehl, the two guys putting the puck on net for Xavier so far. With his stick, puck at his stick is O'Mara. O'Mara thinking about it now. Quick pass over to Bridges. His shot flies wide, and Indiana pushes the puck all the way across the ice. 40 seconds remaining on the 5-on-4 for Xavier. And this season they've struggled mightily, even when they have a man up. 6th in the TSCHL on power plays at just a measly 16%. They've still got 20 seconds to do some damage against Indiana and give themselves an insurance goal if possible. 7:20 to go in the second. 10 seconds on the minor before Patton comes back out. Puck being ricocheted off the boards as Xavier tries to set up an attack. They've established a zone but are not doing a whole lot with it. Now over to Schlatter. Puck thrown on, but Jordan's able to put his leg in front of it and again shift the puck the length of the ice. And it will be icing as Patton had already jumped out of the box and back onto his own bench. And that'll be an icing being brought back all the way toward Geyser's side of the show. 6:55 to go here in the second. And the intensity has most certainly picked up from where we saw in the first period, the end of the first period, that is. A lot of hard hitting in the final 60 seconds. Berger getting tangled up, throwing Ardens into the board. Face-off coming to the stick side of Geyser. Raftis tries to win it, but Licchio pokes it away from him. Body sliding around on the ground. That's Berger getting in on the action. Raftis a pass the width of the zone, and then some. It bounces off the glass, but Kenyon isn't able to corral it. Goodfellow spots the puck and pushes it back to Berger, who whips a shot off the glass and into the neutral zone. The puck deflects off of Kenyon's stick and slides around in the center circle. Roehl takes the puck for Xavier, mounting the attack. Berger stops him in his tracks in the corner, and Champel tries to fish it out of the corner again. He pokes it clear, and it's away from the stick of Obney. Another bounce-over pass, and Roehl has it at his stick again. Licchio back in the left circle, wading through traffic, again trying to push the puck free. He gets trapped in the corner. Berger harassing him, and finally Goodfellow poking the puck away. Roehl has it back at the left dot until Raftis can clean it away. Here's Offenbach on a 2-on-2 break. At the left circle, gets stopped up and has to push it against the boards. Has it back by himself now, weaving again behind the net, waiting for it. Here's Champel, close range. Shot goes through the legs of Zahner, but he's able to close his legs behind him in time and frees the puck. 5:43 to go here in the second. And Xavier in the driver's seat, 2-1. They had a goal in the first period, and now in the second, where they've got their first lead of the night. Even strength for both sides. And the face-off to the stick side of Zahner, won by Indiana. Grimes swings and throws a shot on, but instead it's blocked away. Tries to poke the puck, but Russo carries it into the zone and chips it off the boards. A dump and chase engaged for Xavier. They've got numbers, and now everybody back in the zone. And Kissel finds himself in front of the puck and then in front of the glass. He's drilled into the boards, and the puck wobbles and bobbles all the way toward Gaser, who scoops it up saying thank you very much. 5:18 to go here in the second. We'll have a face-off to the glove side of the Indiana netminder. The goal scorer for Indiana was Christian Champel, who netted his 6th of the season. Face-off between Becker and Eng, won by Indiana. Grimes holds on to it in his own defensive zone. Jordan chips it off the glass, but the puck's still in the zone. The attacking zone for Xavier, that is. Eng is lucky enough to find the puck at his stick over in the neutral zone, now weaving through traffic again. Puck bounces in the high slot and through the slot entirely over to Schlotterer. Poke check and the puck ricocheting over to Eng. He smacks it against the far boards. And another long change for Indiana. Puck thrown around right in front of the crease. And there's a stick flying on the ice, a little bit of a yard sale, as two guys are without their twigs. Puck frozen by Zahner. A crazy play. He saw it slide right in front of him, finally putting his glove over it. 4:44 exactly to go here in the second. Indiana trailing 2-1 at Xavier. Face off to the stick side of Zahner, the netminder for Xavier. Even strength. Null tries to poke it away, but instead it's carried out of danger again by Colucci. Shabazz coming to do battle on the near side, and instead Bonecutter tries to poke it away and help him out. Dangling in the center circle is Clicchio, but it's pushed away and across the neutral zone by Goodfellow. Down into the zone, that's Fitzgerald, and the puck sliding again back towards Xavier. Colucci gets the puck over to Becker, over to Mahone. Mahone, a front-handed shot, and it's just kicked away by Gaser. Still 2-1. Xavier in the driver's seat. Shabazz dangling around in his own blue line. Null tries to sidestep a defender as the puck was coming past him. But here's Fitzgerald with a head of steam. Right down Broadway. Dangling to the backhand. Sliding into the net and caught down from behind. No call. Puck is still free. Another shot by Fitzgerald. And it goes into the glove this time of Zahner. And Fitzgerald is heated. No goal is the call by the linesman. He's pointing to the other referees right near the crease. But there were bodies tangling up in a hurry in front of Zahner. 3:44 to go here in the second. Still 2-1. Indiana trailing. The lone goal by Champel back in the first. Jordan versus Tobin in the right dot. Off the draw, Indiana controls. Patton digging into the corner and digging it out, but a wild ricochet. Indiana has the puck. Finally, Xavier finds it in their own zone. Tobin seems bewildered about the bounce the puck took and knocks Jordan into the boards instead. Ricocheted off the cage. Cristiano lays a hit on O'Mara. A little bit of a physical battle in the side, and the puck stays over in the zone. Kenyon lets it go all the way toward Jack Jordan into the corner. Jordan pushing it forward, and Berger finds it at the right point. Jordan puts a shoulder hit onto one Musketeer, and Cristiano knocks the puck high and wide out of play, and it comes up and off the roof. This is a very high ceiling here at the Sports Plus Arena. Probably double what it is back home at the Frank Southern Ice Arena. So we're looking at about 60 feet up in the air. The puck flew before crashing down on the scorer's table across the ice in front of the Jimmy John sign. 2:56 to go here in the second. Indiana trailing by a goal. The winner of this game would have 6 points and would take control of 5th place in the TSCHL should this game stay in regulation. 2:44 to go here in the second. A scrum along the boards in Indiana's defending zone. Raffis gets sticks poked through his skates, but he manages to get away. Kenyon pushing the puck again over to Champel, who lets it get away from him. before finding it yet again. Toe drags to get around one man, skating through traffic, bobbing and weaving. Now over to Raftis. High slot. Gives it up again toward a teammate, and he's weaving around in the slot. Jack Knoll has it at his stick. Back over to Offenbach. A quick shot is off the post by Raftis from close range. Zahner has his back to the net, and the puck is pushed free. It's off his cage. The net is off its cage, but the referees don't seem to notice. Play continues. Raftis' shot smacked off the iron, and play continues. Another big hit by Raftis. He's trying to do battle with Colucci in the corner. Offenbach draws it away. A wrister right into the face mask again of Zahner. He kicks a second shot away. He's a stone wall behind the goal line, and here comes Giorgio to chip the puck off the boards in his own defending zone. 1:30 to go. Goodfellow slides across the goal line, trying to be a blocker. Puck bounces around in front of the goal line again across the paint, and Champel spins around as Xavier gets fresh guys on the ice. Long change, 1:25 remaining here in the second. And now Indiana gets their men on the ice. So it'll be the top liners for both sides, it appears. Here's Goodfellow. A ricochet takes a wild bounce, but Schlotterer pushes it over to Mahone out of the zone. Mahone tries to give himself a quick pass off the boards, but Eng instead gets the puck over to Fitzgerald on the right side. Neutral zone play between McWalter and Mahone, and it's poked all the way back towards Schlotterer. Schlotterer pushed forward to Shelgren, and another chip into the neutral zone. Kissel trying to chase it. Icing waved off, and again, Shelgren smashed into the boards. Goodfellow smacks the shot that goes into the backside of Kissel. He throws a backhanded shot on, but in no real attempt to put a shot on goal. Back up to Goodfellow at the left point. 30 seconds to go here in the second. Indiana trailing by a goal to the Musketeers. Fitzgerald weaving in front of several defenders. 20 seconds remaining in the second. Grimes has it just outside the left circle. Back to Kissel. Goodfellow, left point. A shot on ricochets behind the cage. Grimes pushing it away. 10 seconds now in the period. Grimes and Jordan doing everything they can, but instead here's Morial over into the attacking zone for Xavier. Front-handed shot is pulled away by Geyser, and the buzzer sounds to end the second period. We've played 40 minutes of fast-paced hockey here in Cincinnati. The score remains 2-1 in favor of the Musketeers, representing Xavier University. Indiana trailing by a goal. When we get back, you're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Club Ice Hockey Broadcast Network. 40 minutes down, 20 minutes to go. Xavier up by 1. Welcome back to the Sports Plus Arena just outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm Sam Weixler here on the Indiana Club Hockey Broadcast Network. And Xavier in the driver's seat to start the period, and we're at even strength. Berger chasing the puck down after the opening face-off won by Indiana. Patton sliding backwards and zings a pass right over to Jordan. Another saucer pass reaches Kenyon. It's carried the other way. Half a minute eclipsed here in the third. Roehl carrying it in and a chip up off the glass. Runs the puck out of play. We've got a face-off coming to the glove side of Stephen Gaiser. With not even a minute elapsed, it's 19-12 to go in the game. In the second period, shots on goal were 12-7 in favor of Indiana, but they couldn't put the biscuit in the basket. Draw won by Xavier over to Becker. Becker down low into the corner, doing battle, but Grimes comes out with the puck over to Tschl. He's got a 1-on-2, slides the shot on, but it didn't even reach the cage. Grimes again, a shot over to Eng. Eng, another slap shot by Grimes from close range. Knocked away, over towards Bridges, but Indiana keeps the puck in the zone. Grimes knocks the puck back to the stick of Bridges, who hands it down to himself. Again, Grimes pushed into the boards and has the puck in his stick. Chip pass over to Tschl at the right dot. Over to Eng. Another snapshot over from the right point. Goes wide. Giorgio pass down low. And Tschl's stick could not hold on to it. Puck deflects up and out of play. 18:26 to go here in the third. 2-1, Xavier in the lead. And looking at the standings coming into this evening in the TSCHL, Miami and Bowling Green tied atop the league with 12 points each, but Miami a plus 32 goal differential. They've had no problems scoring this season. Indiana and Xavier are 5th and 6th, respectively. And 2 points would put Indiana 4 points clear if they could come back in this game. Raffis has the puck at the blue line, leaves it for Offenbach. 18 and change to go in the game. Indiana trailing by a goal. Champel tosses the puck. It's wobbling across the slot, and now back over to Raffis. Champel finding the puck again, loose in the neutral zone. Batted down by the stick of Tobin. Tobin can't hold on to it, and again, a poke check forces the puck up and out of play. Champel lifts it on his stick and dances around. 17:52 to go here in the game. And on the ice for Indiana, Goodfellow, along with Fitzgerald, Bonecutter, and Shabazz. Also on the ice is Josh Sharp. Face off at center ice between Roehl and Bonecutter. Xavier wins the draw cleanly. Sliding around behind himself is Shelgren. Skates backwards into his own goal line and through it. Goodfellow throws a hit on now over to Bonecutter. Bonecutter trying to handle the puck over at the left circle. Backhanded pass over toward the stick again of Shabazz, who can't put it on frame. Shabazz holding on to the puck as he's manhandled against the boards outside the circle. Puck back into the zone. Shabazz has to touch up. And another big hit almost in the zone, going to a knee. But Fitzgerald carries it across the blue line again. Sliding into the slot. Leaves it for Bonecutter. Shot goes short side and out. Fitzgerald dumps it back into the corner for Bonecutter. Bonecutter weaving around, waiting for something to happen, and throws the puck all the way back on an errant pass to Stephen Gaiser. That mistake forces Berger to retreat, and Bonecutter as well. Bonecutter hearing it through his own slot and now into the neutral zone. A tape-to-tape pass, tries to get over toward his teammate Sharp, but can't reach it. Now it's Cade Kenyon trying to go down and do hand-to-hand combat again against the Xavier D-men. Cristiano knocks it behind himself over to Kenyon in the corner. Kenyon nearly wraps up one Musketeer. He's got his stick caught under his arm as guys fall to the floor, fall to the ice, sliding around. Puck is still crammed and jammed against the ice. Jordan trying to emerge victorious, but instead it's Xavier with possession. Finally clearing the line, but Xavier holds on to it in their own zone instead. A good pass through traffic over toward Drake, and a pass slammed against the boards. Here comes Kenyon with space. Dangles right-handed shot, and it's way outside and up and out. That shot sailed on him, to say the least. 16:06 to go in the third period. Indiana needs a goal. Out shooting Xavier 28-20. And outshot the Muskies by 5 in the second, albeit not being able to get a goal on the board in that period. Face-off will take place on the left dot in the Xavier defensive zone. Eng has his stick on the ice and knocks it back towards Shabazz. That's Barrett McDaniel throwing a wrist shot on, and it smacks into the glove of Zahner yet again. 16:02 to go in the third. Plenty of face-offs and one goal as the puck is knocked free and clear of the blue line. McDaniel chases it down and flicks it off the boards to Eng. Eng back to McDaniel. Becker finds it loose in the neutral zone along the glass. As players are pushing and shoving, a hand pass is called as Becker and Omni try to argue their case with the official on the far side of the ice. Nonetheless, 15 3/4 to go here in the final frame at the Sports Plus Arena. There are actually two different sheets of ice here at the Sports Plus Rec Center. One with a lot of fancy designs, as you might be able to see in the background, dubbed the USA Rink, and the other rink opposite this, the Canada Rink. Face-off won by Xavier. A pass the width of the zone from Omni over toward Russo. Russo had the very first goal for Xavier to tie the game up back in the first period. Omni smacks the puck against the glass yet again, and Eng finds it behind his own net. He gets spun around. The puck is under him, trying to knock it back toward Geyser. Instead, he's tripped up. No call. Eng is down, doing the splits against the boards. Becker poking and jabbing at him. Finally, Grimes has it free. Over toward Schlagerer, and another shot smacked by Shelgren toward the goal. Another shot right into the leg pad of Eng. It's going to be a race right down toward the blue line. Eng comes out with it. Right shot. Kissel. Another shot by Grimes. Puck is loose in the crease and bobbles away. Eng poke check, trying to keep the puck in the zone, but Xavier pushes it free. Grimes fighting again. Another poke check fails. Fitzgerald this time pokes it free. Becker trying to find the puck and now passing it over to nobody as they get fresh guys on the ice. Fitzgerald. Another wrist shot straight into the chest and gobbled up by Zahner. 2-1 the score in favor of Xavier. 14.5 to go in the third. Both sides getting 5 new guys onto the ice as Indiana has momentum their way. Raftis at the dot to the right side of Zahner, but the face-off will be blown dead as it appeared Xavier had a guy jump into the action just a tad too early. Raftis now doing battle against Tobin. Puck dropped and Indiana wins cleanly. Offenbach back toward Kenyon at the left point. Over to Champel, chopping his stick. Now throws a shot on it. It's bouncing through the legs of Zahner. Puck in the crease and waved away as the linesman again waves off a goal. It's 14 and 27 seconds to go in the third period. 2-1 the score. Indiana trailing on the road in Cincinnati. It'll be a long drive back for the Cream and Crimson and a long drive in the morning. A quick dangle and a shot by Champel goes into the leg pad and kicked away by Zahner. Indiana still keeping up the pressure. That's Offenbach at the right point. Fitzgerald steps in to help him as he's pinned against the boards. Fitzgerald gives it up, but again has it bounce toward himself. Puck clears the blue line, and Fitzgerald can't see where it is. Now over again toward O'Mara. He's got himself a breakaway and throws it right into the stomach of Stephen Geyser, doing a great job in between the pipes. 14 flat to go in the third. And as I was saying during the last stoppage in play, tomorrow's game will be at 3 p.m. at the Frank Southern Ice Arena back in Bloomington. For those of you who decided not to make the 3.5-hour drive out to Cincinnati, from Southern Indiana. Be sure to come out and watch the boys play. Face off between Bonecutter and Morial to the 6th side of Gaser. Xavier wins the draw, but Indiana's able to get a break. Here comes Noah, one-on-one. Poked away, still has it. Puts a shot on his glove, down again by Zonner. He's been an unstoppable golden boy for him back there in between the posts. Indiana still has the puck. Berger laying chase and then lays off. Lets Scharf do the work for him. Puck careening off the right corner, and emerging with the puck is Collegiate. He gets a poke check and another side hit, but Scharf has it at the right circle. He weaves through traffic. Berger smacks a shot, and it sails high and wide. Berger had his 9-iron out. And with 13:17 to go here in the final period, it's still 2-1. The Musketeers of Xavier University are in the lead. Shots on goal now stand at 34-22. Indiana with those 34 shots, but can't manage to put more than one in the back of the net. Indiana wins the draw to the glove side, and a quick shot thrown right at the knee pad of Zonner, who collapses on top of it. And with 13:11 now, we'll have the face-off yet again in the same spot. Jordan lining up against Becker. Jordan gets the job done, now carrying it out back toward the left corner. Dumps it behind himself. Kenyon gets his head smacked up against the boards by Lau. Lau giving him some trouble. And now Schlatter, a quick pass over to Russo. Russo slides it over to Bridges, who carries it into the neutral zone and across the red line. But the puck is chipped against the boards as some Xavier players thought it was coming toward him. Russo has the puck over at the left point, skating in, avoids a hit from McDaniels. That'll be a bruise in the morning on his right hip as he jumped into the boards. And Kenyon smacks the puck against the glass. And it'll be icing with 12.5 to go as Jordan couldn't win the foot race across the dot. So it'll be coming all the way back, and Indiana will be forced to put their guys back on the ice after Giorgio had taken a seat. He was changing lines, trying to get a breather, but he'll be dragged back on by the referee, Jordan, to do the honors against O'Mara. Jordan ties him up. O'Mara tries to get the puck free. Now Jordan winning it cleanly finally. Jordan swinging around in the right corner, dumping it back to Giorgio, who was on the bench and had to be put back on by the referees by Roehl. Just over 12 to go in the game, and the puck vacates the zone. Both sides quickly scrambling to get new guys on, and finally doing so. Xavier holding on to it, dancing around in the zone. Tschl has it at the right point for Indiana after the puck ricocheted towards him. Fitzgerald emerges with the puck. Now over Goodfellow. A quick touch pass that goes toward the goal anyway. And now over to Fitzgerald. A quick deflection and a chip pass. But it's to O'Mara. O'Mara, a hard pass right across the goal line. Eng charging in and slides into the corner. He lost his footing. Puck wobbles around. Now a quick shot right into the knee pad. Thrown by McWalter. Again, Gaser makes a kick save and forces the puck against the boards as it's wibbling and wobbling behind him. Puck dancing around in the neutral zone, and it starts spinning like a top at center ice. Fitzgerald sliding in on his knees to try and find it, and Gaser putting his hand up for icing, but none will be called. 11 to go here in the third. Indiana still needing a goal to tie up this game. Gaser watches the puck buzz by him and decides not to touch it, letting his D-men do the work. Grimes waits for the puck, and Mahone in the corner and poke checks it away. Grimes trying to get a breakout going. 3 men rushing for Indiana. Grimes in the center slot. Tries to deke around several opponents, but instead the puck slides all the way to the glove of Zarner, who falls on top of it face first with 10:47 to go here in the third. Indiana down a goal to the Xavier Musketeers. Indiana dominating possession and shots on goal here in the third period, but have yet to score a goal in the final 20. Puck smacking around between legs. Tobin has it, and a big hit. He's knocked backwards onto his numbers by several defensemen of Indiana. Puck rolling around off the boards. And again, Tobin slings a shot behind Gaiser. A slap shot flying away from McWalter and up and out of play after all is said and done. So with 10:16 to go, the music starts for the stoppage in play. And it'll be a face-off in front of the Indiana bench. On the ice for the Cream and Crimson, Champel, Berger, Patton. Taking the face-off is Raftis, and on the far side is Offenbach. Champel gets the ricochet off the draw, but Xavier holds on to it as Champel cedes possession. A good dangle by Colucci, but instead it's Champel at the left side. It's weaving into the circle, leaves it for Raftis, whose shot goes up and away. Back into the corner, dug out by Champel. Swinging his stick wildly, finally has it. He's got an angle, throws a shot on it, bounces up off the bar and out. Touched away by Raftis, again to Offenbach. Raftis trying to find it. It gets over toward Berger at the left point. Offenbach fighting bodies, and a poke check results in him losing his stick. Pardon me, that was Morial who doesn't have his stick. Now he's trying to pick it up. 3-on-3, Offenbach. A wrist shot is kicked away and sticked away. Champel gets the rebound, but Morial pokes it away. Here comes Morial one-on-one. Weaving right into the leg pads of Gaiser, and bodies go flying into the iron. That was number 44, Cardelicchio. Looked like he put his knees straight into the post as Gaiser slid as well. He was contacted. We are halfway through this third period, and Gaiser gets up for a stretch and a breather. And lines get changed for the Bloomington boys in red. On the ice, Champel, Raftis, Offenbach, Berger, and Patton, stay on the ice. Even strength. Chip shot thrown toward Gaiser. Again, he covers as it spins toward him. Finally, a change being made now by Indiana. Coming on are Knoll, Shabazz, and Bonecutter. The defenseman will stay the same. Status quo does not change. That's Goodfellow and Fitzgerald. Bonecutter doing the honors at the dot, pushing it forward to Knoll. Knoll, a backhanded pass to Shabazz. He's weaving through traffic, enters the blue line. Working on his left side, tries to throw a shot on, but he's hit before he can do so. Bonecutter throwing his shoulder into another player in a white jersey. Puck again behind the cage as Zahner has to look behind himself to find it. Knoll chasing down the puck in his own D zone. Chips it off the boards to Fitzy. Fitzgerald over to Shabazz by himself. Has some daylight and tries to get a pass through to Bonecutter, but the puck deflects wide. 8:33 to go here in the third. Indiana needs a goal to tie it. Fitzgerald, a pass quick over to the right wing. Knoll thinks about it, throws a wrist shot on it. Knocked away off the right pillow of Zahner. Puck again bounces over the blue line, and Knoll charging in. That's Fitzgerald now over at the right point. Another shot straight into the stomach of Bonecutter. Looked like he reacted a little poorly to that as Shabazz tries to fight hard, and now we've got a little bit of a scuffle on the blue line. It's number 72, Ben Bridges, getting into it with Shabazz. Puck still loose. Fitzgerald can't get a shot off. Puck stays in the zone. Here's Fitzgerald again weaving. Backhanded. Shot off the post and out. Bonecutter trying to chase it down, but instead it's McWalter. McWalter loses it off of his stick, and Fitzgerald doing battle again. Kenyon can't hold the line, and he skates around to the red. Chipped over in the general vicinity of Zahner. He covers it up. And now we got a little bit of a dust-up right in front of the cage. 7:30 to go in the final period. Indiana trailing by 1. And this game is getting a little bit chippy, just like we saw at the end of the first period. If you thought this was exciting, just wait till tomorrow when the boys are back at the Frank Southern Ice Arena. 3 p.m. puck drop. Coverage starting at 2:45 right here on the Indiana Club Ice Hockey Facebook page. Draw one in their own defensive zone by Xavier, but they struggle to keep possession cleanly. Cristiano comes in and throws away the puck over into the corner. Becker waiting for it, now over to Mahone. Berger pokes it away from him, and the puck swings back the other way. Like a seesaw back and forth, the puck moving between corners in the Xavier defensive zone. Cristiano trying to lay a hit on a Musketeer, but instead lets Berger push the puck free. Kenyon has it, but instead offside, blown for very late by the linesman. Kenyon had already made his way through the circle and past the dot before offside was called. He carried it across the blue line, it appeared, off a deflection. But nonetheless, it'll be an offsides and a 5-on-5 face-off taken from the Xavier side of the ice. Ang against, it appears, Murphy. Schladerer to Colicchio. He's got himself some space at the right point. Ang gets pushed from behind, and there's a bit of a swing around. Now over to Berger. He pokes it free, forcing Shelgren to chase it down. Over to Malo, a slap shot right into the chest and poked away by Gaser. Morial tries to knock it free, but instead over to Colicchio, who can't hold on to it. Morial taking it out again. A backhanded shot, but it's pushed away. Ang emerges with the puck, crossing out of the zone and into the attacking zone. Shot goes through the legs of one defender and clears the line. Fitzgerald sliding back into the center circle. A pass off the board to Kissel. Grimes has it instead, now giving it right back. Kissel in the left corner. Down low, doing the dirty work for him, but the puck pushed free. Goodfellow swinging around, gets tripped a little bit, but no call. 5:54 to go in the game. It's a 2-on-none. Here comes a shot, but Gaser gloves it easily. It was a break by Ben Bridges. You can't get an opportunity clearer than that. And some words being exchanged after the play, but Gaser gobbled up the shot as it was lightly trickled toward him. Came off the stick of Bridges in a manner that he certainly did not intend. 2-1 with 15 seconds under 6 to go here in the third. Indiana wins the draw. Here's Champel with some speed. He's got pace over at the right point. Puck flies free. He has to wait for his guys to leave the zone before he can re-enter. Fitzgerald fishes it away from the post, the board, pardon me, and a tape-to-tape pass to Offenbach. Offenbach back toward Goodfellow along the far side in front of the benches. Raftis watches it go through his legs and dangles around in the left circle. Now over to Becker as he pokes it free. Goodfellow not able to hold the line, and Indiana will head out of the zone. Still 2-1, Indiana trailing by a goal. Big hit from behind on the body of Bridges. Puck still in the defensive zone, but carried away by Colucci. Colucci gets it poked away by Offenbach, and neither side able to hold on to possession for more than a few seconds or a few touches with the stick, it seems. And a good pass over to Champel in space at the right point. Holding up, waiting for something to happen. Weaving around, swinging behind the net. Puck goes off the post and trying to be jammed home by Raftis, but instead he's smacked in the leg and in a bit of a scuffle behind the net. And Zahner just chilling right in front of the post in the crease as yelling ensues behind him. The boys are separated and the different colored sweaters head the opposite directions. 4:41 to go here in the third. And as it stands now, 19 shots in the first two periods combined for Xavier. That means they've got just 7 here in the final frame. Indiana wins the draw, trying to get it over toward the left point. Patton thinks about a slop shot and instead flings it into the left corner. Cristiano hooks it away, and here comes Tobin. Now over to O'Mara, skating backwards, flicks it, a pass forward, but instead Kenyon chips it off the board. 4:20 to go in the ball game. Indiana still down by a goal. 2-1 the margin. Goodfellow trying to put his stick between the legs of two defenders. Now over to Jordan. Backhanded pass right in front of the crease. Kenyon throws a shot on, and hands go into the faces. 4:02 to go. And every time the puck is frozen or play is stopped, it seems, we've got pushing and shoving and mouthing off. extracurricular activity, and plenty of it. Third period, 4 to go. Indiana trying to get the most they can out of this game on the road. Eng taking the draw to the stick side of Zahner against Roehl. Indiana wins it. Berger throws a shot on just over the crossbar. Tschl tries to smack it free, but instead Colucci holds on to it. Berger pins himself and the puck, but he can't get it. Here comes Roehl. Leaves it for a teammate. A backhanded pass is poked away. Berger able to recover and cover up his own mistake. Here he comes leading the charge over at the left point. Thrown high over the glove of Zahner, and Eng finds the puck at the blue line. He lifts it back in, and Berger chases the puck down. Colucci carries it into the center, but it's Fitzgerald there to take care of it. He does a spin around, and now over to Tschl. Throws a shot on, glove down, and a stoppage yet again, this time with minimal jawing back and forth. 3:19 to go here in the third, and Indiana getting a little bit desperate. They're running out of time to make something happen, and they've had 43 opportunities to do so, 42 of which failed to get the job done. Face off to the stick side again of Zahner, won by Raftis on the tie-up as he drew teammates in. Puck bounces and chips off the glass into traffic. No one has possession. Finally poked free by McWalter. McWalter, one of the leaders on this team, he's a defenseman. And now over toward Tobin. Tobin tries a dump and chase, but instead Fitzgerald is there to clean it up. Champel finds a pass from teammate Fitzgerald off the board, but it swings all the way back to Fitzgerald anyway. He gets his shoulder put into the ice on a hit from the side, but Tobin can't hold the zone, and more pushing and shoving in front of the bench. Puck deflects off the backside of the official, and Fitzgerald throws a pass over to Champel right in front of the camera. Champel tries to dance around with the puck and instead gets dispossessed. O'Mara pushing it forward. Champel again chipping a pass up and waiting for something to develop. Raftis chasing down O'Mara into the zone again. Fitzgerald waiting at the red line for something to develop. A long shot gloved down by Shelgren. He looked like a shortstop going down for a ball. Here comes Jordan on the left circle, throws a shot on that gets stuck between the pipes and the right shoulder of Zahner. So a stoppage in play with 2 minutes and 5 seconds here in the third. If either side were to, a timeout being called by Xavier, it appears. And so both sides will head over and get a drink of water, with the score standing at 2-1. As I was mentioning, prior to the timeout being called and signaled for by the referees, if either side were to suffer a penalty, that would mean shorthandedness nearly the rest of the game. Shots on goal stand at 44-25. Indiana has had the vast majority of chances, but have not been able to capitalize. Indiana averaging 39 shots a game, so they are above average. But when you score about 4 goals per game, you can tell something's different. They've not been able to take advantage of what they had, and a physical game has led to some of their guys being worn down. A second period chock full of penalties as well did not help them, as they were down 2 men in a 5-on-3 in favor of Xavier twice. 2:05 on the clock, 2-1 the score. Xavier Musketeers 125 seconds from a win and a tie at 5th place in the TSCHL. Indiana still trying to mount an attack as Jordan taking the face off. As he wins it, Berger knocks a shot on, but it dribbles just wide. Over again to Fitzgerald. He lasers a shot on. Waits for it, and back over the blue line again. Chips it into the zone. Jordan chases the puck as Shelgren pokes it away. Grimes now over to Goodfellow. Back in front and right into the legs of Zahner, who's able to collapse on it. 1:58 to go on the clock. Clock stops. Clock not stopping, pardon me. 1:54. And it should have been stopped at the 2-minute mark, it seemed, but it continued to run. So 2-1 the score. 1:54 in red lights up on the scoreboard. That could be subject to change as the scoreboard operators seem to be taking a nap at the wheel. 12:45 local time here in Cincinnati. And these boys won't be getting home until late. Just reminding you, you can catch the backside of this 2-game series, the home-and-home contest between Xavier and Indiana, tomorrow at 3 p.m. right here on the Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University Facebook page and live stream. Cream and Crimson trail by a goal. Jordan at the right dot against Roehl. Jordan gets booted from the face-off, so stepping in is Fitzgerald. He wins the draw, but instead the puck flies free. Indiana has an empty net, and it'll be icing as Stephen Gaiser sneakily skated off the ice and onto the bench. So it'll be a 6-on-5 for the last 1:39 of this contest. Talking to Coach Newman of Indiana prior to the game, he said he would put a guy in, an extra skater in that is, with maybe 2 minutes to go if need be. And the deficit was as such. Grimes throws a shot on that goes wide right. He took a hit and is being jabbed in the side again by an opponent. Champel has the puck flying across into the paint. Puck over to Jordan. Gives it to Berger, a shot that smacks off the leg of several players in traffic. Champel appears to be skating gingerly. Another shot. Berger whiffs on the shot. Empty net still for Indiana. Fitzgerald skating backwards. Jordan knocks the puck loose. Here comes Grimes from the right point. Dangling. A shot knocked off the post and into the pads of Zahner, who falls on it again. 69 seconds to go in the third period, and a nice play made by Zahner to hold it against the cage. 2-1 the score. Indiana has 6 men on the ice with an empty net of their own. Gaiser looking nervously upon the play on the far side of the ice as Jordan wins the face-off for Indiana. Eng tries to chip the puck over. Instead, it's gloved down by Berger, keeping it in the zone. Berger gets hit in the face mask. Fitzgerald with the puck. It's poked wide away. Shot is blocked. Again, another chance for Berger. He pokes it towards the net. Puck still loose. Nobody has it. Indiana says they scored, and they do! It's all tied up. The puck wobbled free between the legs of 3 different Musketeers. 52 seconds on the clock. And a bouncing puck ties it up at 2 apiece. Being credited for the goal appears to be Eng, with the apples by Grimes and Kenyon. An incredible turn of events as Stephen Gaiser confidently glides back to his spot in the paint. And we could be looking at free hockey if this score holds. Indiana tying it up with 52.6 on the clock in the third. Indiana losing the center circle faceoff, won by Roehl. Patton smacks it off the boards, trying to find a teammate, but instead it's over towards Shelgren. Shelgren flicking it on a dump and chase. Offenbach finds it, poking it through the legs, trying a nutmeg, if you will, on one defender, but the deflection goes off a leg, and no deflection, says the referee. So with under 30 to go in the game, and the score tied at 2 apiece, we've got a face-off to the stick side of Stephen Gaiser, the netminder for Indiana. After 47 shots on goal for Indiana, they finally have their second to tie it up. Face-off between Raftis and Roehl. Goodfellow finds the deflection after the face-off over to Offenbach. Knocks it accidentally off the bottom of the skate of Roehl, and the puck loose in the neutral zone. Another long wrister gloved by Zahner and handed down toward Roehl. He waits for it as we have 10 seconds on the clock. Puck flies into the neutral zone, and 2 men lay chase to it in a red jersey. as clock runs under 5. 0.5 that is, and we've got free hockey. 2-2 the score. We're going to overtime. You are listening to and watching Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. Well, if you fell asleep, you better wake back up, folks. We've got overtime hockey. Indiana managed to tie this game up with 52 seconds remaining as they flex for the camera here on the near side of the ice. Cade Kenyon showing the fans at home some love with his antics. Indiana has the momentum on their side as they skate in red from left to right. Xavier asking for a new puck after that puck previously used had a chip in it. The Musketeers skating from right to left in their white sweaters. At the center circle, Kenyon wins the draw. Pokes free into the attacking zone. It's 4-on-4 for 5 minutes. Here's Fitzgerald weaving around, working the blue line, sliding back, but instead a pass to no one in particular. Another good pass through to Russo, but he gets it poked away from him. Indiana trying to do too much in one space. Fitzgerald emerges back toward Jordan. Fitzgerald tries a shot behind himself, and instead it's poked away. Jordan over toward Goodfellow. Goodfellow trying to cycle the puck, but instead it flies up and into the netting with 4:30 to go, so just 30 seconds elapsed here in overtime. Score is 2-2. If you're just tuning in, after hearing about the score, Indiana managed to tie the game up with an Austin Eng deflection and tip-in with 52 seconds to go in regulation. Face off to the stick side of Xavier's netminder, Zonner. The Muskies come away with the puck, trying to weave into the neutral zone. Scott Berger throws a body in toward number 44, Collegiate. Berger again on the defense, poking it away from Mahone. Again, Morleau skating right side, throws a shot on, but it's past the shoulder of Geiser again. Roehl in the right corner. He's had most of the opportunities for his team tonight. Leaves the puck for his teammate Collegiate. Back against the boards again. Poked away by Berger. Puck clears the line and through the neutral zone. Roehl rushes to find it. Grimes right behind him, step for step, stride for stride. Roehl skating straight into the teeth of Berger, who pokes it away and forces Roehl to slow down. Another good poke check as Berger and Roehl are tied up and twisted. Grimes trying to find the puck, instead stolen away by Mahone. 3:28 to go in overtime as both sides get 4 new skaters onto the ice. Again, 4-on-4 overtime for 5 minutes, and it's 2-2. Champel trying to chase down the puck in the attacking zone. He deflects it toward the goal, trying a backhand shot, holds onto it, throws it into the chest again of Zonner, who's doing great in between the pipes for Xavier. Again, a dangle by Champel. He's behind the cage. Tries a wraparound shot. Body's flying in the crease. Puck is loose. It's a 1-on-3. Indiana had numbers and poked it free again. Colucci throws the puck behind Geiser as Geiser points it out for his defenseman to go find it. Fitzgerald puts his hip into the wood and carries the puck away. 2:41 to go in overtime. A good tape-to-tape pass the width of the neutral zone. Now over to Offenbach on the right side. Charging, sliding around. Toe drags at the right circle. Flips a shot on backhanded and knocked away again by Zonner. 2:27 to go, and Xavier collects it in their own zone, trying to catch a breath and get something going on offense. Another chip into the zone by the white sweaters of the Musketeers with 2:15 to go. And another scrum against the boards. Far side right in front of Indiana's bench. Skating free of the line is O'Mara. Back in by himself. Dumping it for a teammate. That's Russo, who scored the first goal of the night. Instead, the puck pushed free. Goodfellow gets smacked into the boards himself. Kenyon flips the puck errantly all the way toward in front of his own bench. And Fitzgerald is there with a head of steam at the left point. Dangling, sidesteps one defender. Trying to put a shot on, instead waits. Here's Kenyon. Shot poked away again by Zahner. Kenyon can't hold on to it, and it clears the blue line. 1:40 to go. Overtime. 2-2 the score. Fitzgerald, Berger, and Jack Jordan, along with Cade Kenyon for Indiana. Berger smacks it backhanded over toward the goal line and a dump and chase. Kenyon beats Schlotterer to the puck, but loses it after he fell over and lost his balance. Carrying it around, that's number 43, Shelgren, one of the alternate captains. Again, another hit thrown by Jack Jordan. It's a one-on-one, now a one-on-three. Mahone throws a shot. It's blocked again by Geyser. He sticks it away. 60 seconds remaining. Here comes Everett Grimes at the right circle. Some stick battling going on, and finally Eng comes away with the puck in the corner. Berger holding it outside the circle. Throws a shot that goes right across the mouth of the goal and out. Eng dangling around to the left point, trying to get the puck free, and now it does wobble free, but Morial has it in space. Grimes chasing him down. Shot up into the netting and saved. Geyser forces a stoppage in play. We've got 35.1 seconds to go here in overtime at the Sports Plus Arena. Musketeers had a 2-1 lead for the entire third period until Indiana scored with 50 or so seconds to go in the game. And now there's another issue with the glass on the far side of the ice. It appears the puck may have caused a little bit of a dent, but it's finally poked free by a spectator, and play will continue. Grimes against Morial at the dot to the stick side of Geyser. Puck dropped. Indiana wins the draw. Puck clears the blue line, forcing Shelgren to vacate the zone. Under 30 seconds to go here in overtime. Shelgren sliding around in the neutral zone. Pass over to O'Mara. O'Mara in front of the Indiana bench, tries to trip up an Indiana player. Here's Grimes dangling, weaving around in the slot, poked away from him. Kenyon back over, now over to Morial. It's poked away by Grimes. He's got a one-on-one. 4 seconds to go, fakes a slap shot, holds on to it, right circle. Puck flies out of the air and into the netting with 0.5 on the clock. So it'll be a right dot face-off for Indiana with 0.5 of a second remaining in overtime. Indiana scored first way back in the first period, and their final goal didn't come until 52 seconds to go in the third. Late game heroics for the Bloomington boys. Face off at the dot, immediately slapped on towards Zahner, and he controls it. So we've got a shootout, most likely, as the coaches agreeing on a way to solve this tie. It's 2-2 after overtime. 1 a.m. exactly local time here in Cincinnati, as noted by Joe Stebbins keeping score for us. And we've got a shootout on our hands, folks. Don't go anywhere. Indiana and Xavier, late night hockey here in Cincinnati. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Ice Hockey Broadcast Network.
Yes, muted. Has been picking up everything I'm saying. I feel like I've been feeling I'm swearing so much. I feel so bad. I'm just.
Hey, it's not the FCC radio broadcast.
Okay. I just feel bad because I don't know if my parents are tuning in. I'm like, I hear Steph's back.
Yeah, you know, Henry.
Oh yeah.
He had we want right next to our microphones last year, and like he was cursing everybody out. It was hilarious.
Let's go, Jackie J.
Face off. Not needed. Jordan The first shooter for either side carries it in, right circle, weaves around, shot right into the leg pad of Zahner, made the save. 2-2 was the score in regulation, and the first shot not successful. First shooter for the Musketeers is Roehl. He's got 8 goals on the season. A left-handed shooter weaving in toward the right circle. Gaser backing up slowly, kicks it away, and it's saved. Neither side able to get the edge in the first round of the shootout. Now stepping up and out of the bench is Austin Eng. Eng, a right-handed shooter, has just 2 goals on the season to his name. Gets ahead of steam before finding the puck at center ice. Gearing it around, sliding and swerving around in the slot. Holds on to it, lets it go off of his stick, shoots right into the chest protector of Zahner. And again, Indiana comes up empty on the shot. Shootout now falls to the stick of Mahone, the second shooter for Xavier. It's still 0-0 here in the shootout. Mahone looking at the puck, thinking about what he's going to do. Now gets several big strides going in toward the puck. Holding on to it at the backhand. A right-handed shooter. Deeks throws a shot, but it's poked away by Gaser and saved. Shooter number 3, Everett Grimes, the team leader in goals for Indiana, steps onto the ice to give it his best shot at finding the back of the net. Zahner, the netminder for Xavier, waiting for his opposition. Here comes Grimes. He knocks it free to himself, coming right at the slot. Deeks and scores! Grimes has put it in the back of the net. Zahner rolling around in the crease, and the Indiana bench is fired up. 1-0 in the shootout, and possibly the final shooter coming on for Xavier. Skating out now is Ben Bridges. He's got 8 goals this season. He's got to put this on the line. Game rests on his stick. Gliding into the left circle. Deaking puts a shot on. Kicked away by Gaser, and Indiana wins. Shootout victory for the boys in red. Although it appears we're going an extra shooter. My understanding is 3 shots. But the referees have decided to let Cade Kenyon come out. Pardon me. It's still 1-0 in the shootout. Here comes Kenyon dangling around. Front-handed shot, and he put it in the back of the net again. Indiana scores. It's 2-0 now in the shootout. And Russo will be the shooter for the Musketeers. Well, folks, I've never seen a shootout in this situation. But here comes Russo, 2-0 in favor of Indiana in the shootout. Backhanded shot, Deeks, and it's kicked away by Gaser. Now it's official. Indiana secures 2 points in overtime in Cincinnati on the road. Xavier falling in overtime but picking up a point. And the Cream and Crimson come out victorious. 3-2 final score as handshakes take place at center ice. What a finish to an incredible back-and-forth game that had just a bit of everything. Physical play, dangles and deeks, and everything in between. Final score, Indiana 3, the Xavier Musketeers 2. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for stats and summary on the post-game show wrap-up. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University and the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. Welcome back to the Sports Plus Arena as the fans head for the exits and players head off of the ice. Scorecards exchanged after the final whistle sounds. Indiana wins in a shootout 2-0. It was a 4-shooter affair after overtime concluded with neither team the stronger on the scoreboard. And Stephen Gaiser coming in clutch. 31 shots at him, and he made 29 saves. 54 shots on frame for Indiana, 3 of which found the back of the net. Gaiser getting what will be his 3rd win of the season, as he has now back-to-back wins from inside the paint. Indiana picking up 2 points here and moving their goal differential on the season in conference play to -2. They now move into 4th place, barring an Ohio University win or loss in overtime. They trail only Ohio State, Bowling Green, and Miami in the TSCHL. Thank you all for listening to Late Night Hockey from Cincinnati, Ohio. For Casey Roehl, our usual broadcaster, who's out in Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, calling tomorrow's game between the Indiana Hoosiers football team and Penn State. And everyone else helping keep score here at the Sports Plus Arena, I'm Sam Weixler saying thank you for listening and so long. We'll see you tomorrow at 2:45 at the Frank Southern Ice Arena. Final score, Indiana 3, Xavier 2, shootout win for the Bloomington boys. You're listening to Club Ice Hockey at Indiana University on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network.